it just doesn't work. It doesn't matter how many times I've tried for 2 days to solve one problem, it just doesn't work. So huge lesson of mine is deployment reality. I specifically am talking about local versus production gap. On your laptop, you have access to and control over literally everything. Nearly, you have access to all the installed packages. You control the environment, and you have all the configurations, API keys, etc. But in production, when you're deploying it on cloud server, that cloud server might not have all the installed packages installed in the same way as they are on your laptop, or there might be some conflict, and therefore the program will throw you a lot of errors. And one thing to prevent it, in my case, I was deploying on a Streamlit cloud. So one question I find helpful in this case to answer is, during development of backend, ask yourself and try to give yourself an approximate answer on where on earth am I supposed to deploy this. And if it's cloud, then you know approximately how to wrap the code around so that you will have a lot less errors and all this headache around deployment. One of the VC investors I look up to said recently that all this AI boom is like a gold rush actually, and we're all gonna figure it out more or less anytime soon, and we'll go back to gold panning in California. And gold panning actually refers to this kind of historic period where people in California in around 1849 they actually discovered that there are so much of gold in rivers, so they were taking their pans, and with pans they were sifting through gravel and stones, and like it required a lot of patience, and at the end of the day, if you were lucky enough, you could collect a couple of bits of gold through all that dirt and gravel and stones, as I said. This gold rushing, this idea that you could become wealthy so quickly. Many gold miners failed. Those who made steady money, they sold their shovels, they ran supply stores, or methodically were going to the river and actually gold panning. So that's why a big lesson for me. The only way to really build a good AI product is not to chase every trend, but methodically search for proven framework that just will work. This is what I'm doing actually. Another big lesson is a huge one. Consider adding complexity only when it demonstrably improves outcomes. Solving complex tasks doesn't always mean having complex models. Yeah. Around LLMs, there is this concept called LLM routing. I could be pronouncing that wrong. When you are calling LLM, it has options which model to choose, and for that specific task, it chooses the model, and then upon that model, it is basing its answer. So it doesn't always need to be one GPT 4.1 or Claude or whatever as one specific LLM. You can always route them. You can create literally in a couple of lines code that will first ask itself what kind of task is that, and then it will kind of direct further what LLM would be the most suitable for solving that specific problem. And that specific problem could be anything. And there are models that are better at reasoning, there are models that are better for research, there are models that are better at code and stuff. So this routing workflow is amazing. I'll try to elaborate on it more on X and post a couple of things around that. So these are technical lessons. And just as bonus, my observation that all this kind of hustle around building startup very quickly has come from Silicon Valley, and specifically from venture capital funding, because how would typical startup, they would take the idea, they would like the idea, and they'd be like, I want to give them money, and that fund will fund them, give them money, and push them so hard to grow their company, grow the idea, and then afterwards reach certain market capitalization and then exit and profit from that. And that's one of the reasons why we are so in a rush to build a startup. I'm recording this literally like 2 hours before I upload this. I'm so tired. I've done so much work. I fixed our authorization problem, but as I've posted once in X as well, there are tools like Superbase that can fix it like that. And now I know, but it's been a big struggle, and a lot of nerves, went into that. But it's worth it. I guess it's enough for today.